Now it's a case for the metal restorer.
Voila. There's a current again.
I'll just leave it like that.
Man, you're some klutz. We'll meet on top, in case you manage to find a way. See ya!
Hello? Hello? Fascinating.
Neck circumference 39 centimeters. Heart rate 66 steady. Generally neglected, yet overall stable condition. Vigilance decrement, patient somnolent. Reduced effect display. Skin pigmentation livid. Nutritional basic needs barely met. Muscular system recessive, possible myopathy. Barrel-shaped thorax, strongly noticeable funnel chest. Raisin-colored nodes on both sides of the mid-clavicular line in the fourth ICS. Marfan syndrome, arachnodactyly. Lower extremities atrophic. Enormous kyphosis. Extremities bilaterally impaired, reduced muscle tone. Weak monosynaptic reflex. Past finger-nose coherence test line without anomalies. Abdomen flexible, no hardening. Overly vibrant bowel noises. Brisk peristalsis. Reduced breathing sound, right-hand side, basal. Rattling sounds over both lungs. Split second heart tone. Severe nasal acromegaly. Carrot-shaped midfacial neoplasm. Creamy nasal secretion. Tongue drifting to the left. Dental state desolate. Pupils bilaterally round and medium wide. Sluggish reaction to light bilaterally. Sclera jaundiced, downbeat nystagmus. Corneac reflex bilaterally delayed. Neck circumference 39 centimeters. Hyperreflexia, mood agitated. Patient's condition unclear.
Where am I?
Patient has regained consciousness and appears responsive.
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me where I am?
Patient's orientation to person, space, time and dimension remains unclear. I have to ask you a couple of questions. How are you feeling?
Ouch.
Who are you?
My name is Hans.
What are you doing here?
I was just about to ask you the same question.
Assuming you knew, where have you been born or assembled?
Last stop, Berlin, but I'm actually a US citizen from Woodinville, Washington.
Have you ever had a déjà vu?
You're talking crazy talk.
Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
You are going to have an out-of-body experience in a moment, pal.
Interesting. Please remain prepared for further examinations.
Are you even listening to me?
I'm afraid we can't let you leave until we have verified your right to stay. It's for your own safety. Just knock the door loud and clearly when you feel able to undergo a few more experiments. I'll be there to pick you up. The patient's status remains unclear.
I'm feeling a little dizzy.
Dr. Remmler, please behave.
They took away all my cool gadgets and locked me up in this small room. I tried protesting, but to no avail. What have I gotten myself into? It definitely doesn't feel like a relaxing summer vacation so far. It's locked tight. Brute force won't help. Why, of course. But where?
There's something written on the wall.
No water pressure. Or clogged. No water. A coin. It fell right out of the shower head. And right into my inventory for some cosmic reason. The benefits of capitalism.
It's hard to decipher in the darkness.
They don't seem to take hygiene too seriously around here. And rather... Darn, my bones.
I'm not tired.
I'm feeling a light breeze of air. Maybe I can squeeze through. I can't reach it.
Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First, the tests.
I refuse to take part in your tests.
As you wish. After all, I can force you. Or can I?
Where the heck am... A fuse box. The lid is hanging off its hinges. Fried. I could use this to climb to the hatch. I need a very special tool to unscrew those very small screws. You sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck. Sanatorium Paradiso. What a strange place. A list of patients. I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone through. As far as I know, these apparatuses serve therapeutic purposes. They do, right? Sanatorium Paradiso, a bucolic sanctuary in the climatic health resort Truberbrook. Beautifully situated retreat, fresh forest air, wooded mountain slopes, established high cuisine. I wonder what's in there. I need the right combination. The door to the room where they had me locked up. This door is sealed by a humongous lock. Iron bars? This place is a prison. The stairs lead up to the administration. As beautiful as the view is, I think I'd rather leave. A pretty steep downslope. I guess I'll have to find another way. An aquarium full of leeches? This place is full of strange surprises.
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now.
Fascinating. X-rays. The wonders of science. Ghastly. Construction schematics for a quantum discriminator. Never heard of it. I am a quantum physicist for what it's worth. So many books. Maybe I should consider staying in this place. I'll take it with me. It might come in handy should I need an improvised hat. No coals, no matches. No coal. A pretty steep downslope. Oh no. I'm not really going to have to replace the fuses, right? My dad always used to say, son, whatever you do, stay away from fuse boxes. Now it's working. Well, thanks, I guess. I'll try with this code someone left on the wall. Interesting. These seem to be the medical records.
There you are! You must be lost.
Excuse me, is this the way to the restrooms?
No more lame excuses. We are going to perform the test. Now.
That Slumber Morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now.
Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to show you a series of images, and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. First image?
Robots. Or to be more precise, perhaps a mechanical exoskeleton.
I knew it. Second image?
You are aware that all of this is totally obsolete, right?
If you say so. Now focus, please. Image number 3.
An angel. Or maybe Valkyries? You Germans like Valkyries, don't you?
Remarkable. And we're done. That's that. Mr. Tenhauser, there is no need to play games anymore. It's your decision to make. We both know you'll run out of excuses sooner or later. That's when we've got you. Then you'll have nowhere left to hide. We know who and what you are. Ultimately, it's up to you to take that first step into the right direction. Let's keep you here for the time being. Now we only need to get a few things set up, then we'll pick you up once the proceedings are about to commence. Knock on the door when you feel ready.
I think I'm sobering up again finally. What a trip. Interesting. These seem... Interesting. These seem to be the medical records.
I'm not in the mood.
I'm pretty I'll try with this code someone left on the wall. No. Sad.
It doesn't have a...
Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First,
Fine then. That Slumber Morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now.
Could you adjust the contrast?
Come on.
if you... Let's start with a short evaluation. We're going to show you and you will first...
Robots. Or to be more precise,
Ein Sek...
a space, the Andromeda.
Just as expected. Image number...
A beautiful...
Have you ever been bitten by a butterfly?
Remarkable. And we're... I'm not 100. Maybe you had us fooled all... Let's keep you here for... Now we only need to get a few things set up. Then we'll pick you up once the proceedings are about to commence. Knock on the door when you feel ready.
I think I'm sobering up again finally. What a trip. Interesting. These seem to be the medical records. Sanatorium Paradiso, beautifully established. A list of... I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone.
Are you
Let me go. Fine then. That Slumber Morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now.
Could these be the keys to the main entrance?
I know exactly what you are up to. Forget it.
He's going to flick the switch on me if I make even the slightest move.
Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to show you a series of images and you will take first...
War.
That is unexpected. Second image.
Cruelty.
Are you sure? Image number 3.
Unnecessary violence.
Extraordinary. And we're done. Counting in the benefit of the doubt, I think you've just met the criteria to pass. Next up is self-assessment, ranging from 1, very inaccurate, to 4, very accurate. How would you rate the following statements? I often feel controlled by others.
Four.
I talk to myself frequently.
2.
I don't bring matters to an end.
Obviously a 3.
I believe that future events are predetermined.
Holy Slumber Morel. Undeniably, 4 points.
Thank you. Next, we are going to show you a few colors. Please describe them as elaborately as possible. Let's begin. So what do you see? Please describe this color as precisely as possible.
Aggressive. That color again. It's everywhere, have you noticed? God, it makes my eyes hurt.
How do you feel about this color? Anything particular that meets the eye?
Boredom. When it's time to have dinner, but you don't even care for lunch.
Thank you. And what are your associations with this color?
Threatening. Like, what if all the mathematics were wrong? What if science was only balanced around hypothetical constants that can't have a singularity at the end by definition? Axioms only put parameters on space-time. They don't constitute them. The cosmos is always as much concept as it is a physical object. What if our brain is denying us to ever find out which is which? Are we done soon?
You know, this isn't really optional. If you had to put a name on this shape, what would it be?
Truda. Like the mother I never knew.
And this one?
Cross. A cross within a cross that's crossing another cross.
Thank you. That's that. Now a few questions where you have to make a decision. Would you rather have landed in Roswell or crashed on the moon?
Roswell is all right. But you know, they serve much better drinks at the secret Arctic station.
Would you rather be in the Cold War wearing short pants or in a very hot war wearing an anorak?
You know the answer. A gentleman doesn't wear short pants.
Would you rather have a hammer toe or sickle cell anemia?
Actually, one of these already made me visit a real doctor. Why don't you take a guess which one it is?
Would you rather be the Franz Beckenbauer of rock and roll or the Elvis Presley of soccer?
Can't I just be Elvis? I already have the haircut.
Would you rather have your sweat smelling of wet dogs or the taste of onions in your mouth for the rest of your life?
Would it smell of wet German Shepherd? Or rather, like, you know, wet Chihuahua?
Thank you. Think of your childhood. What are the first 3 items coming to your mind?
Kiss my bum.
Are you sometimes afraid of the day your true identity becomes uncovered?
Well, yes. Aren't you?
Do you sometimes feel that everything is just about to happen, while all of it has already been decided?
Yes.
Congratulations, my dear Mr. Tannhauser. You have passed the associative test with excellent results. I have no more doubts that you are a real human.
A real That's what this was all about?
I apologize for the inconvenience, but one can never be sure these days. It's our civic duty to track down and detain these aliens. They are among us. Mark my words, Mr. Tannhauser. You are free to go. Please show yourself out.
I'm a human being, of flesh and blood, and now I'm going home. Aliens? You must be out of your minds.
I'll leave the key under the doormat.
Where am I? Hello? Anybody there?
This way.
What is this place? I've arrived at some sort of mining facility. It looks abandoned. Judging by our tracks, I've almost caught up with Gretchen.